When I was 27 years old, I left a very demanding job in management consulting for a job that was even more demanding in teaching. I went to teach 7th graders math in the New York City public school, and like any teacher, I made quiz and tests. I give out homework assignment. When the work came back, I calculated grades. What struck me was that IQ was not the only difference between my best and my worst students. Some of my strongest performers did not have stratospheric IQ score. Some of my smarter kids weren't doing so well, and got me thinking the kids of thing you need to learn in 7th grade math, sure the head returns, the decimals, the area of parallelogram, but these concepts are not impossible, and I was finally convinced that every one of my students could claim the material if they work hard and long enough. After several more years of teaching, I came to the conclusion that what we need in education is much better understanding of students and learning from a motivational perspective, from psychological perspective. In education, the one thing we know how to measure base IQ, but if doing well in school and in life depend on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily. So I left the classroom and I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. In every study, my question was who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to West Point Military Academy. We tried to predict which cadets will stay in military training and which will drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee and tried to predict which children would advance practice and competition. We studied rookie teacher working in really through neighborhood, asking which teacher are still going to be here in teaching by the end of the school year, and of those who will be the most effective in improving learning outcome for their students. We partnered with private companies, asking which of the sales people is going to keep their job and who's going to earn the most money. In all these very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as significant predictor of success, and it wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good look, physical health, and it wasn't IQ. It was greed. Greed is passion of perseverance for very long-term goals. Greed is having stamina. Greed is sticking with your future day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for the years. And working really hard to make the future a reality. Greed is living life like a marathon, not a sprint. A few years ago, I started studying greed in the Chicago Public School. I asked thousands of high school juniors to take grid questionnaires and then waited around more than a year to see who would graduate. Turned on that greatest kids were significantly more likely to graduate. Even when I matched them on very characteristics I could measure, things like family income, standardized assignment, test scores, even how safe kids felt with the way at school. So in not just always point on the national spelling bee that a grade matters, it also in school, especially for kids at risk for dropping out. To me, the most shocking thing about grade is how little we know, how little science know about building it every day. Parents and teachers ask me, how do I grade in kids? What do I do teach kids is a solid work ethic? How do I keep them motivated for the long run? The honest answer is I don't know. What I do know is the talent doesn't make you gritty. Our data show very clearly that there are many talented individuals who simply do not follow through on their commitment. In fact, in our data, grit is usually unrelated or even related to measure of our talent. So far, the best idea I have heard about building grit in kids, something called growth mindset. This is an idea developed at Stanford University by Carol Dweck, and it's the belief that ability to learn is not fixed, that it can change with your effort. Dr. Dweck has shown that when kids read and learn about the brain and how it changes, a grow its response to challenge, they're much more likely to persevere when they fail because they don't believe that failure is permanent condition. So growth mindset is great idea for building grit. But we need more, and that we are going to end my remarks because that's where we are, that the world that stand before us, we need to take our best ideas, our strongest intuition, and we need And we need to measure whether we have been successful, and we have to be willing to fail, to be warned, to start over again with lesson learned. In other words, when we need to be gritty about getting our kids greater. Thank you.